On a flawless green fairway, a simple sign read, "Keep off the grass." But when Donald Trump tried to cross that exact spot, things took an unexpected turn. Before we get into what happened, tell us in the comments where you're watching from, your state or city. We love connecting with our viewers. It was a day that felt a bit heavier than usual, not just the air, but the kind of day when something feels off. Donald Trump, you know him, was out on one of his stunning golf courses, the kind with perfectly manicured grass like a carpet and trees lined up just right. He loves his golf courses. There he was, ready to take a swing, wearing his signature, red hat and navy sweater, looking every bit the successful businessman. Then something caught his eye, right near where he wanted to hit, a small sign. Simple, green and white, with a picture of a leaf and some waves, it clearly said, "Keep off the grass." For most people, a sign like that is just a sign. You see it, understand it, and walk around. But for Donald Trump, it was different. He stopped dead in his tracks, stared at the sign, then looked around as if he couldn't believe it was really there. That's when he noticed the man standing nearby, not one of the usual fancy golf companions, but a rugged groundskeeper dressed in a simple tan shirt with a glove on one hand, clearly someone used to hard outdoor work. The name stitched on. His shirt pocket read Saul. Trump pointed at the sign and said loudly across the quiet green, "What is this? Keep off the grass? This is my golf course. I can go wherever I want." Saul didn't flinch. He met Trump's gaze calmly, his weathered face showing years of sun and hard work, carrying a quiet but strong presence. "Mr. Trump," Saul said firmly yet respectfully, "that sign is there for a reason." Trump scoffed, shaking his head. "A reason? The reason is to tell people where not to go on my property. That's ridiculous. It's just grass." Saul took a step closer, still pointing at the sign but looking directly at Trump. "It's not just grass, Mr. Trump. That grass is alive. It's been seeded, fertilized, watered, and cut just right. We work hard every day to keep this course in top shape. That sign protects a sensitive area. We just laid down new seed and stepping on it would damage it." Trump listened but didn't seem to really hear. He was used to pushing through obstacles. Small signs and groundskeepers weren't usually things that slowed him down. "Heard it," Trump repeated, like the idea was completely foreign. "It's just a little walking. What's the big deal? I'm the owner. I make the rules." Saul didn't raise his voice or get upset. He kept his calm and kept explaining, as if teaching something important to a child. "Mr. Trump, imagine building something special, something you're proud of, with every piece placed just right. Then someone comes along and steps on it without a thought. That's what stepping on that new seed is like. It ruins a lot of hard work. It takes time and care to fix. It's about respect." Saul gestured around the course. "The process, respecting the work. Look at all this green, all this beauty. It doesn't just happen. It takes early mornings, late nights, dealing with bugs and weather. It takes a team working together, following procedures. That sign is part of those procedures. Mr. Trump, it's a small thing, but it helps us keep this course perfect for you and everyone who plays here." Trump was silent. For a moment, glancing from Saul to the sign, then out over the flawless fairway stretching before them. As a builder, he understood the idea of creating something impressive, but he also valued being in charge and not being told what to do. Saul's voice softened, almost thoughtful. "It's about more than just the grass, Mr. Trump. It's about taking care of things, whether it's a golf course, a business, or anything important. It takes care, and sometimes that means following simple rules, even when you think you don't have to." Something shifted in Trump's expression. Not a sudden change, but a subtle moment of reflection. But for a brief moment, the usual bluster faded, and he looked like a man truly listening. He saw the genuine passion in Saul's eyes, the quiet pride in his work, and the dedication behind the beautiful course he enjoyed so much. For a few seconds he said nothing, just took it all in. The wind rustling through the trees, distant birds calling, the soft hum of the morning golf course. Then he turned back to Saul. His confident demeanor returned, but there was something different in his eyes, a hint of respect. "All right, Saul," Trump said, his voice softer than before. He didn't apologize or admit he was wrong, That just wasn't his style, but he did something that was significant for him. He stepped back from the sign. "Okay," he said, more to himself than to Saul. "We'll go around the sign just this once." Saul gave a small nod. No big gestures, no thank you, just a quiet acknowledgement that he had done his job, explained the reason, and that the rule had been respected. As Trump walked around the sign toward another spot to hit his ball, he glanced back at Saul, who was already moving on to check another part of the course, quietly doing the important work that kept everything running smoothly. That day on the golf course, Donald Trump, the man used to bending rules and making demands, was reminded of a simple truth by a groundskeeper. Even the smallest rule has a purpose. Even the most powerful person can benefit from respecting others' work, and true care is a strength of its own. It wasn't a lesson to change him overnight, but for a few moments on that green, he saw something beyond himself, the quiet dedication that makes the most magnificent things possible. The golf game went on. The sun rose higher. But for anyone watching, that brief exchange held a little unexpected humanity. What did you think of this story? Did it capture the moment? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed it, please subscribe for more stories like this. We love connecting with you and sharing tales that matter.